How you doing?
All right, so let's look at the iPad. First shot.
I'm thinking I'll just wash that. And then I'll wash it like a mug as well.
Okay.
So
Okay.
is this a camera problem or an actor problem?
Camera problem.
It's just camera problem. It's hard to pull off.
Arjun, in character, ready, and action.
I'm Joey. This is Joey's job.
Well, it's a physically challenging job, so.
Don't show up. Double press.
And action. Emoji?
Yeah, there.
Hi!
You just went cross.
No.
Talk a lot of shit, you talk a lot of shit, talk a lot of shit, you talk a lot of shit.
Hold up, and go.
What the fuck, babe? I told you I was fucking listening to you. I always tell you that I'm listening to you.
Don't.
What?
Don't come towards me, because I lose focus.
Stay here? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, go for it.
It doesn't feel like there's a break.
Yeah.
With that, I'm pretty sure it's gonna feel like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, you used my full name. You used my full name. You've never used my full name in your life. Say yes.
Thank you.
Sweet, dude.
Mr. Raw. Mr. Raw. Alanka Joseph dot raw.
That's it. That's the move, fam.
Jesus. Oh my god, my full name twice. Like, what is going on? Mr. Lochana Wijesundera. Beautiful. Wow. Some uncle should have been behind me, like just going. Oh my god.
It's gonna kill you.
Okay.
Or was it? Or was it? Absolutely right.
So how did we get to the bartenders going out of business, by the way? That's new information to me, and I was part of this. What? Right. Okay. No, that's fair enough.
Yep. 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 I guess one of the things that was really interesting is we always start with what is the best, or what is like the top of the class, what do we want? And then we go with am I a massive label? Probably not. Am I a person still struggling to kind of make it in the business? Probably. So let's stick to the budget and let's make things a bit more realistic. And I guess my amazing friends at Create Cafe, who I'm sure you've all seen in the stories, they said come use the cafe. But then we had a live stream the night before any more went live, and it was really hilarious because Alanka joined the live stream. I was picking up random calls and Alanka joined, and then it was just this beautiful, like fluorescent neon lighting and shit. And I'm like, dude, where are you? This is amazing. And he's like, oh, bro, it's my house, eh? And I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what happened to this? Like, we what? Like, we've been looking for a location for like a month, and you just tell us this now. Like, it was just a bit ridiculous, right? And so anyway, that's kind of how we came to that location, in all honesty. I have a feeling that echo might be me, so I'm just gonna go on my headphones.
It's oh, dude, it's yeah, it was funny, man. Like like Arjun said that we came by to with the location while he was doing a live stream, and it was so odd because we were thinking of I think at one point Arjun even called up or emailed Rainbow's End to shoot the music video there, and it was way over the budget. And it's funny that we don't look at the things that right in front of us. We just like kind of look ahead and try and look for big things, and it's like, oh dude, like yeah, like I like at my house we kind of low key have a pub, so it was odd. Like Arjun said, just being on the live stream, and then he actually thought that I was at a pub, and I was like, no, this is my house. Which was cool. And kind of settling on the location, but yeah, it's pretty much a little mini pub that we have at home. Me, my family, people, just we kind of really outdoorsy people. We like sitting outside, just having barbecue, drinking, just all about good fun times. So yeah, my dad, he pretty much built a not with his bare hands, he like hired people, but it was kind of like themed for his vision, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty much just a outdoor pub, and that's what's being used in the video, and it's just still odd, man. Just listening to Arjun saying that we were looking at other locations and then we end up shooting it here. So that's the location. Mm.
Rushabh said that earlier. He's like E-grade. Must have seen that meme. But you know that no matter what I was still going out of business, and I think that was the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey Lochana, a lot of the comments are saying they can't hear you at all. So yeah. I can hear you, so it's weird, I think, but either way, there's been a few. Are you guys still getting an echo when I'm talking? Because if you are, I'm just gonna go off this mic and just go onto another mic.
So people just been watching Lochana just move his mouse this whole time.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yep. There we go. We're back, according to my thing.
Ooh, Sarah Buckton. She says, yeah, but it's not as loud now. That's my girlfriend, y'all.
Bro, I think Lochana, I think you and I should just get off these mics and just go back to laptop audio because we knew this was
That's
gonna
it.
be shit.
That's the
We knew
move.
that, like, let's be honest, guys. We knew this was gonna be shit. We tried it. It's fucking shit. Let's move on.
That's it. That's the move.
Agile. Let's be agile, guys. All right. Can you guys hear me better this way or like non-echoey?
Sarah Buckton, bro, your echo is worse now.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. Oh, no, she says better. Never mind. She says
better.
Better.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Beauty. There you go. That's the move.
Sweet. You know, to sort out your audio, you just need to hit that little arrow button. Like it's turning into like a technical thing. Like, I mean, what did you guys expect? I'm Indian, you know, it's gonna turn into tech support. No, so I think like one of the biggest challenges like we all have with music videos and stuff is, again, like Lochana said, there's a lot of constraints. There's not a big budget. We're not like casting directors or experts. We're all like kind of working, trying to make ends meet. So at the end of the day, I think like one of the key things for us when looking at who we can cast as the lead role, especially now, it's super important with every song kind of having a subject and having very specific emotions kind of associated with them. I think one of the really key aspects of that is finding the person that will fit the profile in terms of both the look and the personality that you want, because we understand that given our constraints, we can't go for like, no one's going to be, I'm not an expert actor. Minnie's not an expert actor. And neither are the other people that are kind of within my range in terms of budget and stuff. So, you know, having a full awareness and understanding of that and basically casting based on that sort of profile is really important for us. And, you know, we're not casting experts either. You know, Lochana and Alanka, great directors, but we've not done a big scale casting project before. So I think it's really important to remember those constraints. Where I met Minnie was actually at Bollywood Affair a week before, and literally ran into her for 2 seconds. And I gave Tara a ring and I said, hey, Tara, I think I've found the actress that we need. And again, like one of the important things about that is we don't have like months in advance to kind of realize that we're gonna be able to work with this person. So we have to really try and judge the person in terms of what the relationship could be like, how it's going to be on camera, whether that chemistry is going to exist really quickly. And I think that's super important. But rather than me just babbling on and on, Minnie, how did you find the experience from, I guess, you know, like Bollywood Affair, meeting me all the way till me sending you that message, till having that experience on your first video? Like tell us what was going through your mind through that whole process.
So like you kind of briefly explained how we met. And so like you approaching me was like, okay, this is like a new opportunity for me because I never wanted to opt for acting in future as well. And so like through this music video, I could meet like a bunch of great talents such as Alanka, Lochana, you, and Tarana. And so it's like meeting and working with people that are equally as passionate as you are. And actually like that gives you like no better satisfaction to work with people that are actually on the same vibe and passionate as you are. So it was like basically like a heartfelt experience overall for me. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Alanka, can you try muting your mic when others are talking as well? Because the echo is still going. I'm just hearing comments.
For
It was
sure,
so
man.
funny. What I'm going to try and do, sorry guys, like this is, 1 second. Yeah, cool. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mute our mics while not talking. But basically, it's like a Balaji scene. Honestly, the comments, Lochana's just come on and like his undies. I don't know, like he looks really professional in that one, and then he's just come on with his undies like in the other one. So I don't know what's going on. Hey, but this
Can
is
everyone
really
hear me?
Yep.
I'm good.
Boom. All right, I've switched to phone.
Oh
I'm
wait,
so
fuck, I don't know. I said yeah, but I don't know the people. Like, all right. I think they're the one who's having the issue. Never mind. Sorry, I take that
We
back.
can
I
hear
can
you
hear you,
properly.
but where's
Sorry,
Sarah?
team.
She's the real OG. She's just like messaging us.
Okay, cool. No, so I think Lochana, let's get back to it. And honestly,
Yeah,
we
totally.
knew that there's going to be technical issues. So I think I'm
Totally.
really happy that you guys are still sticking around. So
Yeah, thanks guys,
Appreciate it.
and sorry into the technical issues. We didn't account for one thing, which was my audio, because I am using Zoom on my end and OBS, and OBS is capturing the audio on my desktop, but it's not capturing my audio because it's going to the other people, but it's not going to my desktop. So good lessons that I just learned by doing this. But we're good. We're back. We're back on track. Hi everyone. My name is Lochana. I'm one of the co-directors of this music.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know me, and so far this is what my voice sounds like. So where I think we last left off, you guys talked about how we met Minnie, right? Finding Minnie.
I mean, there's a few interesting names we could give this. I was thinking of Finding Minnie, Mini Heist. Like there's a ton of them. There's a ton of
That's
them that
right.
we've been throwing around.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll come back to that later.
Totally.
Yeah.
What I want to talk about now is the fight scene, because that is something that I think was new to all of us, right? Now, Minnie, tell us a little bit about your acting experience. Was this, like, to my understanding, this is your first acting role, right?
Okay, so yeah, like this was my first acting experience.
Yeah.
So personally, like this was my biggest challenge throughout the whole video. And having that transition from all the happy takes that we did throughout the night and into like a really emotional and deep scene where we had to like fight. And like I like personally, I wanted to like make it as realistic as possible. So like the biggest challenge for me was to like, how do I portray that in what happens in real life through my emotions in front of the screen? So like
100%.
that was the biggest, like for myself, I told myself that I want to portray in a way that I can engage and like connect with the audience with that emotion that they can feel while watching. So yeah, I guess that was the biggest challenge for me, like throughout this whole video.
100%.
And I must admit, like one of her biggest challenges was actually laughing. Like she seemed to laugh at every fucking second thing that I said, and that was really that was a challenge. That was a big challenge.
You, but like yeah.
So if we were to actually look at some of the footage,
here we go.
At the start, it really, it like you said, Minnie, we went from a whole bunch of happy scenes, right, to then having to do something super serious.
Don't know what to say to you.
My sources tell me that apparently Arjun's still echoing really bad.
I'm just so fucking wasted.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently Arjun's mic is still echoing, but I think Arjun just muted himself, right?
Right, I have no clue, but yeah, just
I did, and we can't hear your audio on the computer either.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, 1 second. But that's okay because people can hear us, right? We can just kind of talk about it. So we went from a super serious, super fun, like
everything I
vibe
fucking tried,
to then trying to have to go to something super serious, and that was a real big challenge, right? Because like you said, Minnie, Arjun and you guys just kept laughing. So let's kind of watch that. See that? Like even there,
there's no music.
Yeah, like come on, AJ, come on, you can't actually.
I'm just gonna see why we can't hear the sound.
Okay.
Wait, bro, you.
Can you all hear the sound?
Yes, no, but get into character.
I think one of the
don't say dumb shit like that.
Here is that like it was really hard to switch from the love scenes to the.
Like when you said that, I'm just like, I can't say dumb shit like that anymore.
No, you can't. You really can't. You've got to get in. This is no, but like.
In character, you guys are ready.
You're gonna push me soon.
I think build up a little bit more intensity. Yeah, you're still kind of talking.
That same emotion of a whole year, and deliver it to the audience in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
If you guys can see from these scenes, like the best thing about me, and you know, I feel like Simon Cowell, like super arrogant for saying this, but I knew from the minute I met her that she'd be able to deliver it without No, but I think essentially like what we had to try and convey here was the chemistry was real. It wasn't acting. Like it was a very hard thing to do. It was a very hard thing to do because both of us have never done one of these scenes before, and I think that's the really interesting part about it. And even like the love scenes, like I think we weren't trying to act. I think the fact that I told her she's just and the chemistry was real, and then it got into this scene. It got really hard. It doesn't mean anything. Holy shit! Stop. And we'll get into that a bit later. But Lochana put his director hat on and basically shut us up.
Yeah, he's there.
And honestly, like that was a new experience for me, and something I've never done was to influence the mood of the set. And I realized it was something that I had to do. Obviously, you know, nothing personal, but I knew that it just if I didn't set that boundary, then we wouldn't be able to get into this. But after that, you guys really did an amazing job of getting deep into the emotion. And what I love about this is that you guys like improvise on amazing shit. Right? So this is like what we're watching right now is the lead up, right? It's heating up. And what you creators who are watching have to understand is you can't go from 0 to 100 in terms of these scenes. You really have to like eat it.
So who am I?
And that's exactly what happened here. It slowly started to heat up. And for me personally, the point that really took a turn was when Arjun took up his ring and put it down, which is literally about to happen, I think, just about here, right? He takes off his ring right there, slam, and then Minnie amazingly just like went with it, right? She's like, yeah, I'll take it, I'll take it. Because I don't want this anymore. That, I think, added so much to the story. Because visually, we don't...
Yeah, I'll give you everything.
Go get her face.
Okay. Like this is just
my bad,
there's something
guys.
fucked in terms of what we can hear versus what the crowd can hear.
True, 100%. Okay, that's
so
cool.
We need next time.
Yeah, no. Next time. That's okay. I've just turned down the video here, the audio of the video fully. Is that better? Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you. Like I've been able to hear you since the get-go.
We can. So the problem is we're not hearing what the crowd's hearing. I think that's the big issue.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. That is all good. What I was saying, guys, and again, really apologize for the technical issues. This is a highly experimental stream. What I was saying was that the key moment that really turned this around was when Arjun took off his ring, and then Minnie went with it, because
when
that
Arjun
visually
took off his clothes.
Because that added a whole dimension to the story that I don't think would have been there if we didn't have that ring scene. Then it would have just been a fight, right? But the key lesson I learned about... Go on, Minnie.
It got like emotionally connected with like feelings and stuff, like really like so like it gave it that bigger impact.
Exactly.
When he took off his ring.
It gave you something tangible, right? Because otherwise it would have just been a fight scene where people are just like going blah 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 blah. What the hell, right? But the ring immediately pulls people into an idea, and they can go, right, I see, there's something happening here.
And I think one of the interesting things is the only thing I knew, and Lochana and Alanka, given that this idea came from me before it went to them and then it evolved, and that's what our normal process is like. I'll come up with something rubbish, and then people will actually add to that and make it a good story. That's normally the process, right? And so let's not kid ourselves. But I think the idea going into this video that I had in my head was I want the scene where Minnie's staring into the camera with blank emotions and I'm basically all over her. But it was to show that emotional disconnect that you can have. But what was really important to capture as well, I think from a personal level, is no matter how good your relationship is or no matter how bad your relationship ends, it's important to take the positives from it. And I think that I wanted to capture that, but I also wanted to capture how bad and disconnected things can actually get at the end of the day when you're in that moment. Because I'm sure everyone who's watching, like, holy crap, there's like 156 people according to Restream, but everyone that's watching, I don't know why you guys are putting up through the technical issues, but to be quite honest, this
Thanks,
echo
guys.
is your enemy. I don't know what the fuck's up with this echo. Like, I've turned down everything.
Maybe you go too much of pro mics and stuff.
Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll turn the mic right down.
Yeah, and what's interesting, Arjun, is that I'm interested to know what people think about who the bad guy is in this scene, right? Because when I watch it, I empathize with Minnie, right? I don't know about you, Minnie and Alanka, but that's kind of how I feel. And tell us in the comments who you kind of most empathize with. But you really sort of start to feel for Mini here, especially when what's about to happen now. Mini, this is where I think like your tears started to come out, and
Yeah.
at this point, I remember in the studio, the set, us feeling the shit out of it, and even Arjun had to stop. Like he says it kind of very soon, like, okay, this bit right here, look at Mini's eyes, like that's real shit right there. And I remember even during the editing of this, we were just like, holy shit. And even Arjun had to stop and get out of character right about here and say, guys, this is intense. You can't hear him say it now, but
Yeah.
around here, he kind of said it, right?
Yeah, and then like kind of like hugs me.
Minnie, I want to know, what were you digging into here? Like how did you bring this out? And I know a lot of it has to do with the amazing back and forth that Arjun, you and Arjun had, like, props to both of you. But what were you digging into here? If you don't mind talking about it, you don't have to go into the details, but like, how did you get to this point of bringing out this emotion?
As in like me?
Mm-hmm.
I guess like I said, like naturally, I'm very like passionate, intense kind of person, right? So like I like feel things through my heart. Like I take it real, and like coming from like things that like heartbreaks and like whatever you go through life, just brought it all in together, and like whatever was like holding back, it just all came out. And like allowing yourself to like flow with those emotions, be vulnerable in front of the camera was like a big thing. So yeah, like it just all came flowing out because my co-star, he was so real himself that I could just flow with it naturally. And he actually complimented me through that fight scene and then helped me get to that stage.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Arjun, what was it like for you?
It was difficult. So hang on.
Holy shit, no, I can hear the echo.
Echo is coming from you.
Okay, so if you guys are wondering what the hell just happened, I just hopped on my phone as well. This is officially the worst stream ever.
That's it.
Again, so don't worry, guys. We'll fix this for next time.
We will.
But I think what was really difficult for me is how like, I'm going to invent a word here, how chemistratic it was previously.
Yeah.
And then how difficult it got afterwards, because my head still associates the lighting changes. If you guys notice in the video, it was very like moody and nice and datey and like cute, and it's like love is budding, right? Like it's like a flower, it's blooming. But then all of a sudden the lighting goes red and everything changes. But it's not just what you see on video. I feel like that's what happened in real life, because I was fucking cut. By the end of that scene, I was cut. And I think that's interesting, because it's not like we chose to act that way. It just happened.
Yeah, no, 100%. And what was it like? Let's rewind a little bit. I've never filmed like a romantic, intimate scene in my life. So that was the first for me. And I'm guessing it was the first for you guys as well.
I think so.
Yeah. Minnie, what was that like for you?
That was a different experience as well. So like I had two totally different experiences in the whole video. And like, again, like Arjun being there and like the type of chemistry we had, it just made it easier to just flow along with it. And like it was just natural. Like it just kept going and going and going, and you wouldn't even realize that you were actually in front of the camera.
That's good, because we were loud. We had Punjabi music going. Oh, and shout out to Sid, by the way. Sid was also there. We haven't mentioned that yet, but Sid actually drove all the way out to help us out. So shout out to Sid. Thanks heaps, man. Sid was there. Alanka was there.
Sid is like genuinely the most helpful guy. Like, I'm so glad to have met this dude, right? He's one of my best mates, but the second you ask for help, like Sid just appears out of the ground. Like it's just really weird. It's just he's so good.
Oh, that's amazing.
But yeah, the interesting thing about that is I think like what's been awesome, and like this is going to be up myself like a Simon Cowell once again, but I feel like every time we've done a video, we found the right person for that video, because even I remember going back to Circles and Tanya was a champ. Like that whole video was so good. Tanya was such a champ. And like it was a tough day. Like we didn't even have a location till the day, and it was such a tough day. But Tanya was just an absolute champ, like in her ghost outfit. Then we go to Richard's one with Karthik, and that was just so amazing as well. So like to go from that to that, and now this is like the next level up. It's so good to see like that, the fact that there's so much talent in Auckland and around you. Like all your friends just have so much talent, and these are all people that have never like acted before. I know like Rich has danced before, but Tanya's never acted before. Minnie had never acted before, and it's just I've never acted before. Like it's just crazy how like these people are just kind of coming together, and it's just such a good strong community here of creatives.
100%. What I'd like to do to close this off is I'd like to go around the table and ask you guys 3 questions. One is, what was your favorite part about this? And 2, what was your biggest challenge? And 3, how did you grow, whether in skill set or mindset, through the making of this? So let's start with what was the favorite thing about this video for you, Minnie? Go.
Okay, so like as I've mentioned before, the favorite part of like the whole video was for me as the fight scene. In saying that, it is also the biggest challenge that I've gone through the whole video, because like mainly my main motive for this whole video was to make it as realistic as possible. So like for like to bond with the audience at emotional level, and just like allowing yourself to be vulnerable and letting others see the softer side of you, that you just put like a stronger face in front of the world, but like just showing the true self, the true deeper self of you, and connecting to that was probably the most biggest challenge. And secondly, so like coming from a modeling perspective background, you actually when you're acting, you're sharing the screen space with your co-actor. So like it was quite like challenging for me, because in modeling the main focus is you, but like when I was acting, I had to share the screen space with Arjun, and like not in a way that you're actually competing with each other, but like you're like going along and complementing each other for that stronger connection and chemistry to show off on the screen. So probably like that was my second challenge for the whole video. And one of the greatest skills that I've discovered about myself is acting, that I never thought I'll opt in future ever. But like after doing this video, I am just like evolving into like in this person and discovering my skills through this new opportunities. So probably like acting would be a thing for me in future.
Oh, 100%. I think we can all agree with that.
Thank you.
And what about you, Alanka? What was your favorite part, the biggest challenge, and how did you grow, whether in skill or mindset? Okay, he's taking a drink. Alanka, remember to unmute yourself.
He's like, fuck this. Like
He's like, no comment. We can't hear you, Alanka, by the way. You need to unmute yourself.
It's unmuted now. Sorry.
There we go.
So what was it? Let's go question by question. So what's the first one?
Your favorite part. What was your favorite aspect of this whole thing?
Favorite thing, I think it was us just all working together, man. It was really amazing. And I know for Arjun, this video was his first video that kind of had a big budget, and it was kind of, he was pitching it as it was going to be his like outbreak song.
Outbreak song.
Yeah,
I love that outbreak song.
Because everything that he's done up until then, he was doing covers and stuff like that. Because that's the way that he was pitching it, right? It was going to be a big deal for him. He wanted to do it good. I mean, the day that we sat down and we were fucking, doing sheets and we were talking, it's like, dude, we have to make this big. We have to do it this way. We have to do it that way. And up until the end, it was a big part for him, and we knew that from the get-go, right? That the song held something very special for him. This is going to be the song that's going to get shit started for him, fam, right? So I think just us all working together and just being here like a couple of hours before the shoot and like doing the whole like what shots we need and staying up until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning shooting stuff.
More than that.
Way over what we planned for, right? Coming up with stuff that's on the spot. It was, the whole experience was just amazing, man. Just in general, I think like that's my favorite part of the video. It's just there's no one specific shot that I took or that we did. It was just like the video in general. I'm just so proud of the work that we did, because if I go up to someone and say like, hey, like, yeah, I'm a photographer and videographer, and they say like, yeah, let's see something, I am more than happy to just like be super proud just to show them this video and then go, yep, like I co-directed that, and this guy, like, he's saying it's, that's the favorite bit. It's amazing, man. Just working together, collaborating. I think that's my favorite part. Let's go to question 2 before I just keep repeating myself.
Biggest challenge.
Biggest challenge. Oh, dude, fuck! Like the whole COVID-19 thing, fam. Like legit, what the fuck was that all about? Like
I don't
just
know.
What? Like we had to edit a fucking like a music video, through COVID-19 and stay home and chatting up people. It's like, fuck, sliding into DMs like, yo, have you done this and that? And then, you might be gone to sleep, or you like, if you're an essential worker, you're going to work. And then, you're just like, bro, like, no, I didn't. It's just the timing, right? There's been so many times where someone messages someone saying like, yo, do this. And you don't see the message because you're going to work, or you're just sleeping, and then you get up in the fucking afternoon, like Lochana, like gets up at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it's like, oh shit, I only saw this now. Like, it's hard, fam. That was the hardest thing you had to go through, because when we were getting into this shit, we thought like, yep, we're gonna go to someone's house like each day. We're gonna sit down, crack open a beer, do some shisha, and then get to it. We're gonna just build each other's creative thinking, and we're gonna edit this video. But no, we had to like fucking use Messenger and shit, and we had to message people, and then like, yo, do this, and then like, oh fam, I missed out on that, and like it's too late. Dude, that was hard. That was very challenging, man. Just to like Arjun coming up with these ideas, and then everybody just trying to collaborate. Everybody's just trying to say like ideas fast before the shoot. You're not kind of getting the point, doing the whole like what you're not there with that get person. To it. We're gonna just build each other's. You might be thinking something else that they. But no, we had to like do that and like, no, that's not what I wanted. Message that I found that like, yo, do this, and then like, oh Sam, I missed out on that. Dude, like it's too late. It's amazing. Dude, that was hard. The end product that we ended up with. That was very challenging. Once again, favorite part, right? Like Arjun coming up with these ideas, and then
100%, bro.
Everybody just
and how did you grow
being
skills or skills?
You're not kind of getting the point doing the whole like what you like there with get to it. We're gonna just build each other's. You might be thinking something else but no, we had to like do that. Like last one. I don't know, man. I think I found that yeah, I'll do this, and like I think something that I took away. But it's amazing. That was the end product that was very challenging that we had to go through. Like everybody agreed, and we agreed.
And how did you grow?
Being skills, not kind of getting the point, doing the whole like what you like. It looks good. We're gonna just build each other. You might be thinking something else. No, we like you do I don't know, man. I think messaging overriding that. Yeah, I'll do this and pay attention to something that I think it's amazing. Once again, like with the communication thing, look at the little things that just really have to go through. Like, cool. That's it. Like, everybody got the light and we agree. Yeah, how did you grow? It looks all right. It's so bad. I don't know, man. I think messaging overriding this. Such a it's amazing. But then getting to the base and then just agree to go like, yeah, cool. Everybody got the light and we agree. Yeah, how did you grow? It looks all right. Even though they can't so bad, you do that. I don't know, man. I think messaging overriding this such a it's amazing. But then getting to the base and like just agree to like, yeah, cool. Everybody got the light and you just know it. It looks all right. You know the even though they can't so bad, you do that. I don't know, man. I think messaging overriding this such a it's amazing. But then getting to the base and like just agree to like, yeah, cool. Everybody got the light. I mean, we definitely did. Hey, you just know it. You know the it's very bad. But I don't know how to do that.
I think it's an OBS. I think we might need to just end the call, guys, because so let's end the call. Should we just jump on stream? Let's jump on Instagram live. But I don't know how to do that. Yes, yeah. Cool. Alright, thanks everyone. I think it's an OBS. I think we might need to just end the call, guys, because